Deep within the dense, uncharted heart of the Amazon rainforest, a discovery was made that shattered everything we thought we knew about this so-called untouched wilderness. Beneath the thick canopy of trees, hidden for centuries, lie massive geoglyphs, enormous earthworks carved into the ground by ancient hands. These aren't just random markings. They're the remnants of a sophisticated civilization that thrived here long before modern explorers ever set foot in the jungle. The Amazon, often imagined as a pristine, uninhabited expanse, was once home to advanced societies with complex cultures, technologies, and ways of life that rivaled those of the ancient world. But what happened to these people? How did their achievements vanish beneath the forest floor? And what can their legacy teach us about human resilience and ingenuity? In this video, we'll journey deep into the Amazon's hidden past, uncovering the secrets of lost tribes and ancient civilizations that once flourished here. Together, we'll explore how these discoveries are rewriting history and reshaping our understanding of humanity's connection to the natural world. Get ready to step into a world where the jungle holds more mysteries than we ever imagined. The Amazon rainforest, often seen as a sprawling, untamed wilderness, is far more than just a natural wonder. It's a living, breathing archive of human history. For centuries, the dense canopy and thick undergrowth concealed the secrets of ancient civilizations, but modern technology is finally pulling back the veil. Enter LiDAR, a groundbreaking tool that uses laser pulses to map the ground beneath the forest floor. What it's revealed is nothing short of astonishing. Vast networks of roads, sprawling settlements, and intricate agricultural systems that once supported thriving communities. These aren't just isolated ruins, they're the remnants of a highly organized society that mastered the challenges of living in one of the most demanding environments on Earth. One of the most fascinating pieces of evidence lies beneath our feet: Terra, Preta, or Black Earth. This incredibly fertile soil, rich in nutrients, wasn't a natural occurrence. It was deliberately created by ancient Amazonians through a process of mixing charcoal, organic waste, and other materials. This ingenious method of land management allowed them to cultivate crops in an otherwise nutrient-poor environment, sustaining large populations for centuries. It's a testament to their deep understanding of the land and their ability to adapt and innovate. These discoveries are rewriting the narrative of the Amazon. Far from being a pristine wilderness untouched by human hands, the rainforest was once a hub of human activity, home to societies that shaped the landscape in profound ways. The myth of the Amazon as an empty, uncharted expanse is crumbling, replaced by a far more complex and fascinating story. But as we uncover these ancient marvels, a haunting question lingers. What happened to these civilizations? How did their achievements vanish beneath the jungle's relentless growth? The answers may lie in the clues they left behind, clues that could reveal not only how they thrived, but also why they disappeared. And as we piece together their story, we're reminded that the Amazon is more than a rainforest. It's a living testament to the resilience and ingenuity of humanity. Hidden beneath the dense foliage of the Brazilian state of Acre lies one of the Amazon's most enigmatic treasures, the geoglyphs. These massive earthworks, carved into the ground with astonishing precision, stretch across the landscape in intricate geometric patterns. Some of these designs span hundreds of meters, forming circles, squares, and other complex shapes that are only fully visible from above. But what were they for? Were they ceremonial sites where ancient rituals unfolded under the watchful eyes of the jungle? Or perhaps they served as astronomical markers, aligning with celestial events to guide the lives of those who built them. The sheer scale and sophistication of these geoglyphs point to a society far more advanced than we once imagined. archaeologists believe they were created between 1,000 and 2,000 years ago, long before European contact. What's even more intriguing is the possibility that these structures connect the Amazonian people to other ancient cultures across the Americas. Some researchers suggest similarities to the Nazca lines in Peru or the mound-building traditions of North America, hinting at a shared knowledge or cultural exchange that spanned continents. Dr. Alciu Ranzi, a leading expert on the Acre geoglyphs, describes them as a testament to the ingenuity and vision of the ancient Amazonians. He notes that these earthworks required not only technical skill, but also a deep understanding of the environment and a highly organized society capable of mobilizing large groups of people. The geoglyphs challenge the outdated notion that the Amazon was a green desert, incapable of supporting complex civilizations. Instead, they reveal a landscape shaped by human hands, where communities thrived and left behind enduring marks of their presence. But the geoglyphs are just the beginning. As we peel back the layers of the Amazon's past, another clue emerges: the remnants of urban centers hidden beneath the jungle's relentless growth. These sprawling settlements, with their networks of roads and plazas, suggest a level of social organization and urban planning that rivals some of the great ancient cities of the world. What secrets do these lost cities hold, and how do they fit into the larger story of the Amazon's forgotten civilizations? The answers lie deeper in the jungle, waiting to be uncovered. As we venture deeper into the Amazon's hidden past, another astonishing revelation comes to light: the lost cities of the jungle. Far from the small, scattered tribes often depicted in popular imagination, these ancient urban centers were bustling hubs of activity, home to thousands of people living in highly organized societies. Among the most remarkable are the ruins of Cujacugu in Brazil and the recently uncovered settlements of the Kassarab culture in Bolivia. These cities, with their sprawling plazas, towering pyramids, and intricate water management systems, paint a picture of a civilization far more advanced than we ever thought possible in the heart of the rainforest. Take Cujacugu, for example. This ancient city, believed to have been home to tens of thousands of people, was a marvel of engineering and urban planning. Its layout included large central plazas surrounded by residential areas, connected by a network of roads and causeways. But what truly sets Cujacugu apart is its sophisticated water management system. Canals, reservoirs, and even fish farms were carefully integrated into the city's design, allowing its inhabitants to thrive in an environment that many would consider inhospitable. Similarly, the Kassarab culture, discovered in the Bolivian Amazon, reveals a society that mastered the art of living in harmony with the jungle. Their settlements, hidden beneath the dense canopy, feature monumental architecture, including pyramids and ceremonial platforms, all connected by an extensive network of roads. These cities weren't isolated. They were part of a larger system, linked by trade routes and communication networks that spanned the region. The discovery of these urban centers challenges the long-held stereotype of the Amazon as a land of small, nomadic tribes. Instead, it reveals a landscape shaped by large, interconnected societies with complex social structures and a deep understanding of their environment. But uncovering these cities is no easy task. The dense jungle, with its thick vegetation and challenging terrain, has kept these secrets hidden for centuries. Archaeologists rely on cutting-edge technology like LiDAR to map the ground beneath the forest floor, slowly piecing together the story of these lost civilizations. What's even more fascinating is how these cities were connected. Trade routes crisscrossed the Amazon, linking distant communities and facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Artifacts found at these sites, such as pottery and tools, reveal a network of interaction that spanned vast distances. This interconnectedness suggests a level of cooperation and communication that defies the image of isolated tribes living in isolation. As we uncover more about these lost cities, one thing becomes clear: the Amazon was not a wilderness untouched by human hands. It was a vibrant, dynamic region, home to societies that shaped the land in profound ways. Their legacy, hidden beneath the jungle's relentless growth, is a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. But the story doesn't end here. These cities are just one piece of a much larger puzzle, one that continues to unfold as we explore the mysteries of the Amazon's ancient past. The Amazon's ancient civilizations didn't just thrive in isolation. They were part of a vast, interconnected web of trade that spanned the continent. Evidence of these trade networks has been uncovered in the form of artifacts found far from their places of origin. Pottery with distinct regional styles, obsidian tools crafted from volcanic glass, and even exotic feathers from tropical birds have been discovered hundreds of miles from where they were made or harvested. These items tell a story of a sophisticated system of exchange where goods, ideas, and technologies flowed freely across great distances. One striking example comes from the Upper Xingu region in Brazil, where archaeologists have unearthed pottery fragments that match styles found in the Andes over 1,000 miles away. This suggests that Amazonian societies weren't just trading locally. They were part of a much larger network that connected the rainforest to the mountains and beyond. Obsidian, a volcanic glass prized for its sharp edges, has also been found in Amazonian sites, even though the nearest sources are in the Andes or Central America. The presence of these materials points to a trade system that was not only extensive but also highly organized, with routes that crossed rivers, forests, and even mountain ranges. But trade wasn't just about goods, it was also about ideas. The exchange of knowledge and technology between regions likely played a crucial role in the development of these civilizations. For instance, the Terra Preta soil, which we discussed earlier, may have been influenced by agricultural practices from other parts of the Americas. Similarly, the geometric designs found in Amazonian geoglyphs bear striking similarities to patterns seen in Andean textiles and pottery, hinting at a shared cultural language that transcended geographic boundaries. These trade networks were more than just economic systems. They were lifelines that connected people across vast distances, fostering cultural exchange and innovation. But as impressive as these networks were, they were not invincible. The question remains, what caused their collapse? Was it environmental change, overexploitation of resources, or perhaps the arrival of European colonizers? The answers may lie in the very artifacts that tell the story of their success, clues hidden in the pottery, tools, and feathers that once traveled across the continent. As we piece together the story of these trade networks, we're reminded of the resilience and adaptability of the Amazon's ancient peoples. Their ability to build and sustain such complex systems in one of the most challenging environments on Earth is a testament to human ingenuity. But it also raises a sobering question. If these civilizations could fall, what does that mean for us today? The Amazon's past holds lessons not just about history, but about the delicate balance between humanity and the natural world. And as we continue to uncover its secrets, we're left to wonder what other stories lie hidden beneath the jungle's endless green. The story of the Amazon's ancient civilizations doesn't end with their achievements. It also raises a haunting question: why did they disappear? What caused these thriving societies, with their intricate cities and vast trade networks, to collapse and vanish beneath the jungle's relentless growth? Archaeologists and historians have proposed several theories, each offering a glimpse into the challenges these civilizations faced. One of the most compelling explanations points to environmental factors. The Amazon, despite its lush appearance, is a fragile ecosystem, over centuries, the ancient inhabitants transformed the landscape through deforestation and intensive agriculture. While their innovations like Terra Preta allowed them to thrive for generations, there's evidence that even these methods had limits. Soil depletion, combined with prolonged droughts or shifts in climate, may have strained their ability to sustain large populations. At sites like Kuhakugu, researchers have found signs of abrupt abandonment, suggesting that environmental pressures could have played a decisive role in their decline. But the environment wasn't the only factor. Social dynamics, including warfare and internal conflict, may have also contributed to their downfall. In some regions, archaeologists have uncovered evidence of fortified settlements and defensive structures, hinting at a time of instability and competition for resources. The rise of rival groups or the breakdown of trade networks could have disrupted the delicate balance that held these societies together. Disease is another possibility. While often associated with the arrival of Europeans, it's possible that epidemics spread through the Amazon long before contact, decimating populations and weakening social structures. The dense urban centers which once fostered prosperity may have become vulnerable to outbreaks, accelerating their collapse, yet not all of these civilizations vanished entirely. Some researchers believe that certain groups adapted and survived, blending their traditions with new ways of life. In the Upper Xingu region, for example, modern indigenous communities still practice land management techniques that echo those of their ancestors. These practices, passed down through generations, suggest a continuity of knowledge and resilience in the face of change. Understanding the collapse of these ancient societies isn't just about uncovering the past, it's about learning from it. Today, as we grapple with climate change, deforestation, and the pressures of a growing global population, the Amazon's history offers a stark reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and the environment. The choices we make now could determine whether our own societies thrive or falter, just as they did for the ancient peoples of the rainforest, but the story doesn't end with collapse. As we'll see next, some of these ancient cultures didn't disappear, they adapted, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape the Amazon and its people to this day. The story of the Amazon's ancient civilizations doesn't end with their disappearance, it lives on in the people who call the rainforest home today. Across the vast expanse of the Amazon, modern indigenous tribes carry with them traditions, stories, and knowledge that may trace back to these lost societies. These communities, often seen as the guardians of the jungle, are more than just stewards of the land. They may also be the living descendants of the very civilizations we've been exploring. Take the Kuakuro people of the Upper Xingu region in Brazil, for example. Their oral histories speak of a time when their ancestors built great cities, complete with plazas, roads, and intricate water systems, echoes of the archaeological discoveries we've uncovered. Their stories, passed down through generations, describe a way of life that aligns remarkably with the ruins found beneath the jungle floor. Could these tales be more than just legends? Could they be fragments of a shared memory preserved over centuries? The knowledge held by these tribes is extraordinary. They understand the rhythms of the forest, the medicinal properties of plants, and the secrets of sustainable agriculture, skills that may have been honed by their ancestors. Practices like the creation of Terra Preta, the fertile black soil we discussed earlier, are still used by some indigenous communities today. This continuity suggests a deep connection to the past, one that bridges the gap between ancient civilizations and the present. But these cultures are under threat. Deforestation, mining, and industrial agriculture are encroaching on their lands, erasing not just the forest but also the history it holds. The destruction of the Amazon isn't just an environmental crisis, it's a cultural one. With every tree felled, we risk losing the wisdom of these communities, along with the clues they carry about the ancient world. Modern technology, however, is offering a glimmer of hope. Tools like LiDAR and satellite imaging are helping researchers map the Amazon in unprecedented detail, revealing hidden connections between ancient sites and modern indigenous territories. By collaborating with these tribes, scientists are gaining new insights into the past while also supporting efforts to protect their lands and traditions. It's a partnership that honors the resilience of these communities and recognizes their role as custodians of a legacy that stretches back thousands of years. As we look to the future, the survival of these tribes is not just a matter of cultural preservation, it's a key to understanding our shared history. Their stories, their knowledge, and their connection to the land offer a window into a world that once thrived in the heart of the Amazon. And as we continue to uncover the secrets of the past, we're reminded that the jungle is more than just a place, it's a living, breathing testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. The dense, impenetrable canopy of the Amazon has long been one of the greatest challenges for archaeologists. For centuries, the jungle's thick vegetation hid its secrets, making it nearly impossible to see what lay beneath. But now, thanks to a groundbreaking technology called LiDAR, we're peeling back the layers of the forest like never before. LiDAR, which stands for light detection and ranging, works by sending thousands of laser pulses from an aircraft down to the ground. These pulses bounce back, creating a detailed 3D map of the terrain even through the thickest foliage. It's like giving archaeologists X-ray vision, allowing them to see what's hidden below the trees without disturbing a single leaf. This technology has already led to some jaw-dropping discoveries. In recent years, LiDAR has revealed sprawling networks of ancient roads, massive geoglyphs, and even entire cities buried beneath the jungle. One of the most astonishing finds was in the Bolivian Amazon, where researchers uncovered a vast urban complex belonging to the Kassarab culture. The LiDAR maps showed monumental pyramids, ceremonial platforms, and intricate water systems, all evidence of a highly organized society that thrived in what was once thought to be an uninhabitable wilderness. But the potential of LiDAR goes far beyond what we've already found. The Amazon covers an area roughly the size of the continental United States, and so far, only a fraction of it has been surveyed. Every new scan holds the promise of uncovering more lost cities, more geoglyphs, and more clues about the civilizations that once called this rainforest home. It's like opening a treasure chest, one laser pulse at a time. Of course, using LiDAR in the Amazon isn't without its challenges. The region's sheer size and remoteness make it difficult to access, and the dense vegetation can sometimes interfere with the laser signals. Plus, the cost of conducting these surveys can be prohibitive, requiring significant funding and resources. But despite these hurdles, the technology is proving to be a game changer, offering a glimpse into a world that has been hidden for centuries. As exciting as these discoveries are, they also raise important ethical questions. The Amazon isn't just an archaeological site. It's home to millions of indigenous people who have lived here for generations. Many of these communities are the descendants of the very civilizations we're studying, and their voices must be central to the conversation. How do we balance the pursuit of knowledge with respect for their land and heritage? How can we ensure that these discoveries benefit the people who have the most at stake? These are questions that archaeologists, governments, and indigenous leaders are grappling with as we uncover more of the Amazon's hidden past. The answers won't be easy, but they're essential if we want to honor the legacy of the ancient civilizations while protecting the rights and traditions of those who carry their stories forward. As LiDAR continues to reveal the secrets of the Amazon, one thing is clear: the jungle still has so much to teach us. Every scan, every discovery, brings us closer to understanding the incredible societies that once thrived here. And as we piece together their story, we're reminded that the past isn't just about what's been lost, it's about what we can learn and how we can use that knowledge to build a better future. As we uncover the secrets of the Amazon's ancient civilizations, we're faced with a profound ethical question. How do we balance the pursuit of knowledge with the need to preserve the land and respect the people who call it home? The Amazon isn't just an archaeological treasure trove. It's a living, breathing ecosystem inhabited by indigenous communities whose ancestors may have built the very cities and geoglyphs we're now discovering. For these groups, the jungle is more than a backdrop for exploration. It's a sacred space rich with cultural and spiritual significance. Archaeologists and researchers are increasingly recognizing the importance of involving indigenous communities in their work. After all, these groups are not just stakeholders, they're the custodians of a legacy that stretches back thousands of years. In Brazil's Upper Xingu region, for example, collaborations between scientists and the Guaycurú people have led to groundbreaking discoveries. By combining traditional knowledge with modern technology, researchers have uncovered ancient settlements that align with the Guaycurú's oral histories, creating a bridge between the past and the present. But collaboration isn't just about sharing knowledge, it's about respecting boundaries. Many indigenous communities have expressed concerns about the impact of archaeological work on their lands. Excavations, while revealing, can disrupt sacred sites and alter the landscape in ways that conflict with traditional practices. In some cases, the influx of researchers and tourists has led to environmental degradation and cultural exploitation. These challenges highlight the need for a more thoughtful approach, one that prioritizes the voices and rights of indigenous people. One inspiring example of this balance comes from the Bolivian Amazon, where the Kassarab culture's monumental architecture was recently uncovered using LiDAR technology. Instead of rushing to excavate, researchers worked closely with local indigenous leaders to ensure that the discoveries were handled with care. This partnership not only protected the site, but also empowered the community to take an active role in preserving their heritage. The ethical dilemmas surrounding Amazonian archaeology are complex, but they also offer an opportunity to rethink how we approach the study of ancient civilizations. By centering indigenous perspectives, we can ensure that these discoveries are not just about uncovering the past, but also about honoring the people who carry its legacy forward. As we continue to explore the Amazon's hidden history, these collaborations are reshaping our understanding of human history itself. They remind us that the story of the rainforest isn't just one of lost civilizations, it's a living narrative, shaped by the resilience and wisdom of the people who have called it home for generations. And as we move forward, we're left to wonder, what other lessons can the Amazon teach us about the delicate balance between discovery and preservation? The answers may lie not just in the ruins beneath the jungle, but in the voices of those who have always known its secrets. For centuries, the story of human civilization has been told through the lens of a few iconic regions: Mesopotamia with its towering ziggurats, Egypt, home to the pyramids, and the Indus Valley, where urban planning reached astonishing heights. These places have long been celebrated as the birthplaces of advanced societies, the so-called cradles of civilization. But what if this narrative is incomplete? What if another cradle, one hidden beneath the dense canopy of the Amazon rainforest, has been overlooked for far too long? The discoveries we've been exploring, geoglyphs, Terra, Preta, sprawling urban centers, are forcing us to rethink everything we thought we knew about the rise of human civilization. The Amazon, once dismissed as a green desert incapable of supporting complex societies, is now emerging as a region where advanced cultures thrived, shaping the landscape in ways that rival the achievements of Mesopotamia or Egypt. Dr. Eduardo Neves, a leading archaeologist, puts it this way: the Amazon was not a passive backdrop to human history. it was an active participant, a place where people innovated, adapted, and built societies that were deeply connected to their environment. This shift in perspective is monumental. It challenges the Eurocentric view that civilization could only flourish in temperate climates or along fertile river valleys. Instead, it reveals that the Amazon's ancient peoples developed unique solutions to the challenges of living in a tropical rainforest. Their mastery of agriculture, urban planning, and environmental management shows that civilization isn't defined by geography, it's defined by ingenuity. But the implications go even deeper. Recognizing the Amazon as a cradle of civilization doesn't just rewrite history, it reshapes our understanding of humanity's relationship with nature. Unlike the ancient societies of Mesopotamia or Egypt, which often exploited their environments to the point of collapse, the Amazon civilization seemed to thrive in harmony with the rainforest. Their innovations like Terra, Preta, and sustainable water systems offer a model of resilience that feels strikingly relevant today. Could these ancient practices hold the key to modern challenges? As we face the dual crises of climate change and deforestation, the Amazon's past offers a powerful lesson that humans can live sustainably even in the most demanding environments. The Terra Preta soil, for example, has inspired modern efforts to develop biochar, a carbon-rich material that could help restore degraded lands and combat global warming. Similarly, the ancient water management systems found in sites like Kuakugu are being studied as blueprints for sustainable agriculture in the tropics. The Amazon story is no longer just about the past, it's about the future. By uncovering the achievements of its ancient civilizations, we're not only rewriting history, we're finding inspiration for how to live better, more sustainably, in a world that desperately needs solutions. And as we continue to explore this vast, mysterious rainforest, one thing is clear. The Amazon has always been a place of innovation, resilience, and profound connection to the natural world. Its legacy is a reminder that civilization isn't confined to a few iconic regions, it's a global story, shaped by the creativity and adaptability of people everywhere. As we move forward, the question isn't just what we can learn from the Amazon's past, but how we can honor its legacy in the choices we make today. The rainforest's ancient civilizations may have vanished, but their wisdom endures, waiting to guide us toward a more sustainable future. And perhaps in their story, we'll find the inspiration to write a new chapter in the history of human civilization, one that values harmony with nature as much as progress. The ancient Amazonians didn't just survive in the rainforest, they thrived, developing sustainable practices that allowed them to flourish for centuries. Today, as we face the urgent challenges of deforestation and climate change, their wisdom offers a blueprint for how we might live in harmony with the natural world. One of their most remarkable innovations was agroforestry, a method of farming that integrates trees, crops, and sometimes even livestock into a single, interconnected system. Unlike modern monoculture, which strips the land of its diversity, agroforestry mimics the natural ecosystem, creating a self-sustaining cycle that enriches the soil, conserves water, and supports biodiversity. Take the ancient practice of planting fruit trees alongside crops like maize and cassava. This not only provided a diverse food supply, but also created a layered canopy that protected the soil from erosion and retained moisture. The roots of the trees helped stabilize the ground, while their leaves provided natural mulch, reducing the need for artificial fertilizers. It's a system that's as efficient as it is elegant, and it's one that modern farmers are beginning to rediscover. In parts of the Amazon today, agroforestry is being revived as a way to restore degraded land and create sustainable livelihoods for local communities. Another groundbreaking technique was the creation of Terra Preta, the nutrient-rich black soil we've discussed earlier. By combining charcoal, organic waste, and other materials, ancient Amazonians transformed the rainforest's naturally poor soil into a fertile powerhouse capable of supporting large populations. This wasn't just a one-time fix. Terra Preta remains fertile for centuries, a testament to its durability. Modern scientists are now studying this ancient method to develop biochar, a similar soil amendment that could help combat climate change by locking carbon into the ground while improving agricultural productivity. But the lessons from the Amazon go beyond specific techniques. They remind us of the importance of working with nature rather than against it. The ancient Amazonians understood that the rainforest wasn't just a resource to be exploited. It was a partner, a living system that required care and respect. This holistic approach is something we desperately need today as we grapple with the consequences of industrial agriculture and unchecked deforestation. Indigenous knowledge passed down through generations holds the key to unlocking these ancient practices. Modern efforts to combat climate change and restore ecosystems are increasingly turning to indigenous communities for guidance. Their deep understanding of the land, combined with centuries of traditional wisdom, offers a path forward that's both sustainable and culturally rich. The cultural impact of these discoveries is profound. By recognizing the ingenuity of ancient Amazonian societies, we're not just rewriting history, we're reshaping our relationship with the natural world. These civilizations remind us that sustainability isn't a new concept. It's a timeless principle that has been practiced for millennia. And as we look to the future, their legacy offers hope, a reminder that even in the face of immense challenges, humanity has the capacity to innovate, adapt, and thrive. The Amazon's ancient wisdom isn't just a relic of the past, it's a living, breathing guide for the future. By learning from these practices, we can build a world that's not only more sustainable but also more connected to the natural rhythms of the earth. And as we continue to uncover the secrets of the rainforest, we're reminded that the answers to some of our most pressing challenges may have been here all along, waiting to be rediscovered. The cultural legacy of the Amazon's ancient civilizations is as rich and intricate as the rainforest itself. These societies didn't just build cities and cultivate the land, they created art, architecture, and spiritual traditions that continue to resonate today. From the geometric precision of their geoglyphs to the vibrant symbolism of their pottery, the artistic achievements of these lost tribes reveal a deep connection to their environment and a profound understanding of the world around them. One of the most striking examples of their artistry lies in their ceramics. Archaeologists have uncovered pottery adorned with intricate patterns and motifs, each piece telling a story about the people who made it. Some designs depict animals, plants, and celestial bodies, reflecting a worldview that saw humanity as part of a larger, interconnected web of life. These artifacts aren't just beautiful, they're windows into the beliefs and values of a civilization that thrived in harmony with the jungle. But the cultural contributions of these ancient peoples go beyond art. Their architecture, too, was a testament to their ingenuity. The monumental structures found in sites like Kuhakugu and the Kassarab settlements weren't just functional, they were expressions of identity and power. Pyramids, plazas, and ceremonial platforms were carefully designed to align with natural features and celestial events, blending practicality with spiritual significance. These structures weren't just buildings, they were statements declaring the presence of a society that understood its place in the cosmos. Spirituality was at the heart of Amazonian life, shaping everything from daily routines to grand ceremonies. Many of the geoglyphs and earthworks we've discovered are believed to have had ritual purposes, serving as spaces for communal gatherings, offerings, and celebrations. The Amazon's ancient people saw the rainforest as a living, sacred entity, and their spiritual practices reflected this deep reverence. shamans or spiritual leaders played a central role in their communities, acting as mediators between the human and natural world. This cultural legacy didn't vanish with the collapse of these civilizations. Instead, it lives on in the traditions of modern indigenous tribes who continue to honor the wisdom of their ancestors. The Guaycurú people, for example, still perform rituals and tell stories that echo the practices of their forebears. Their oral histories, passed down through generations, preserve the memory of a time when great cities rose from the jungle and the land was shaped by human hands. The influence of Amazonian culture extends beyond the rainforest too. In recent years, there's been a growing appreciation for indigenous knowledge in fields like ecology, medicine, and sustainable agriculture. Practices like agroforestry and the creation of Terra Preta, once seen as relics of the past, are now being embraced as solutions to modern challenges. The Amazon's ancient wisdom is finding new relevance in a world that desperately needs to reconnect with nature. Yet, as we celebrate this legacy, we must also confront the threats it faces. Deforestation, mining, and industrial development are erasing not just the physical traces of these civilizations, but also the cultural heritage they left behind. Preserving this legacy isn't just about protecting artifacts, it's about honoring the living traditions of indigenous communities and ensuring their voices are heard. The search for more lost tribes and civilizations continues, driven by a desire to uncover the full story of the Amazon's past. Every new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, revealing the complexity and diversity of the societies that once thrived here. But as we explore, we must remember that the Amazon isn't just a place of the past. It's a living, breathing world shaped by the resilience and creativity of its people. What other secrets lie hidden beneath the jungle's canopy? What stories are waiting to be told? The answers may hold the key to understanding not just the Amazon's history, but our own place in the world. And as we continue to uncover these mysteries, we're reminded that the legacy of the Amazon's lost tribes is more than a memory. It's a living testament to the enduring power of human culture. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, where the canopy stretches endlessly and the rivers carve their way through untouched wilderness, there are still places where time seems to stand still. Here, hidden from the modern world, live the uncontacted tribes, communities that have chosen to remain isolated, preserving ways of life that have existed for thousands of years. These groups, often referred to as the last mysteries of the Amazon, are a living link to humanity's ancient past, offering a glimpse into how our ancestors might have lived before the rise of cities and technology. But studying these tribes comes with immense challenges and ethical dilemmas. Unlike the ancient civilizations we've explored, whose ruins and artifacts can be examined without direct interaction, uncontacted tribes are living, breathing societies. Any attempt to approach them risks introducing diseases to which they have no immunity, disrupting their way of life, or even sparking conflict. For this reason, many researchers and governments have adopted a no-contact policy, prioritizing the autonomy and safety of these communities over the pursuit of knowledge. Yet, even without direct contact, we've learned a great deal about these tribes through careful observation and collaboration with neighboring indigenous groups. Their survival strategies, from hunting and gathering to sustainable land management, reveal a profound understanding of the rainforest. They've mastered the art of living in harmony with their environment, a skill that feels increasingly relevant in a world grappling with climate change and ecological collapse. However, the isolation of these tribes is under constant threat. Illegal logging, mining, and land encroachment are pushing deeper into the Amazon, destroying the very habitats that sustain these communities. In some cases, uncontacted tribes have been forced to flee their ancestral lands, coming into contact with outsiders out of desperation. These encounters are often tragic, highlighting the urgent need to protect the rainforest and the people who call it home. The question of how to balance curiosity with respect is a complex one. On one hand, uncontacted tribes hold invaluable knowledge about sustainable living and human resilience. On the other, their right to remain isolated must be respected. Some argue that their way of life offers a blueprint for a more sustainable future, while others emphasize that their autonomy is a fundamental human right that must be preserved at all costs. What these tribes might teach us about humanity's past and our future is a question that lingers in the air like the mist over the Amazon. Their existence challenges us to rethink our assumptions about progress and modernity. In a world that often values speed and innovation above all else, they remind us that there are other ways to live, ways that prioritize balance, community, and respect for the natural world. As we continue to explore the Amazon's secrets, the story of its uncontacted tribes serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility and resilience of human culture. Their survival is a testament to the enduring strength of traditions passed down through generations, and their isolation is a call to action, a plea to protect the last untouched corners of our planet. The Amazon's mysteries are far from solved, and in its depths we may yet find answers to questions we haven't even begun to ask. The Amazon rainforest, with its endless layers of mystery, is far from giving up all its secrets. As we stand on the brink of a new era in exploration, the future of Amazonian archaeology holds incredible promise. Emerging technologies are poised to revolutionize how we uncover the past, offering tools that could reveal even more about the ancient civilizations that once thrived here. Artificial intelligence, for instance, is beginning to play a pivotal role in analyzing vast amounts of data collected from LiDAR scans and satellite imagery. By training AI to identify patterns and anomalies in the landscape, researchers can pinpoint potential archaeological sites with unprecedented accuracy, saving time and resources while uncovering hidden treasures that might otherwise go unnoticed. Satellite imaging, too, is transforming the field. With advancements in resolution and coverage, satellites can now capture detailed images of the Amazon surface, even through dense cloud cover. This technology allows archaeologists to map large areas quickly, identifying features like ancient roads, settlements, and geoglyphs that were previously invisible. Combined with ground-based surveys and indigenous knowledge, these tools are creating a more complete picture of the Amazon's past, one that's richer and more complex than we ever imagined. But technology alone isn't enough. The future of Amazonian exploration depends on international collaboration and sustained funding. Archaeologists, governments, and indigenous communities must work together to protect these fragile sites while advancing our understanding of them. Initiatives like the Amazon Geoarchaeological Research Project are already bringing together experts from around the world, pooling resources and expertise to tackle the challenges of working in such a remote and demanding environment. These partnerships are essential not just for uncovering the past, but for ensuring that the knowledge gained benefits everyone, from local communities to the global scientific community. As we look ahead, the potential for new discoveries is staggering. The Amazon covers an area larger than many countries, and only a fraction of it has been thoroughly explored. Every new survey, every breakthrough in technology, brings us closer to uncovering the full story of the civilizations that once called this rainforest home. From lost cities to forgotten trade routes, the jungle holds countless secrets waiting to be revealed. The journey into the Amazon's past is far from over. What we've uncovered so far, geoglyphs, Terra, Preta, sprawling urban centers, has already rewritten the history books, challenging long-held assumptions about the region and its people. But the story is still unfolding, and each discovery adds another layer to our understanding of humanity's resilience and ingenuity. The Amazon's ancient civilizations remind us that even in the most challenging environments, humans have the capacity to innovate, adapt, and thrive. As we continue to explore, we're not just uncovering the past, we're learning lessons that could shape our future. The sustainable practices of the ancient Amazonians, from agroforestry to water management, offer valuable insights for addressing modern challenges like climate change and deforestation. Their legacy is a testament to the power of human creativity and the importance of living in harmony with nature. The Amazon's mysteries are far from solved, and the journey ahead is as exciting as it is uncertain. With new technologies, international collaboration, and a commitment to preserving this incredible region, we're on the brink of discoveries that could change the way we see the world. The rainforest's ancient civilizations may have vanished, but their story is far from over. And as we continue to explore, we're reminded that the past is not just a record of what's been lost, it's a guide to what's possible. What lies beneath the Amazon's endless green? The answers are waiting, and the adventure is just beginning. As we come to the end of our journey through the Amazon's hidden past, one thing is clear. This rainforest is far more than a natural wonder. It's a living archive of human history. The discoveries we've explored, geoglyphs, Terra, Preta, sprawling urban centers, have shattered old myths and rewritten the story of civilization itself. The Amazon wasn't a green desert or an untouched wilderness. It was a vibrant, dynamic region, home to societies that thrived in harmony with their environment. These ancient peoples weren't just survivors, they were innovators, shaping the land with ingenuity and resilience that still inspires us today. But the significance of these discoveries goes beyond rewriting history books. They offer profound lessons for our modern world. The Amazon's ancient civilizations mastered sustainable living long before the term existed. Their practices, agroforestry, water management, and the creation of Terra Preta, show us that it's possible to live in balance with nature, even in the most challenging environments. In a time when deforestation and climate change threaten the very fabric of our planet, their wisdom feels more relevant than ever. The cultural legacy of these civilizations is equally important. Their art, architecture, and spiritual traditions reveal a deep connection to the natural world, one that modern society often overlooks. By studying their achievements, we're reminded that progress doesn't have to come at the expense of the environment. Instead, it can be rooted in respect, collaboration, and a profound understanding of our place within the larger web of life. Yet, as we celebrate these discoveries, we must also confront the challenges facing the Amazon today. Deforestation, mining, and industrial agriculture are erasing not just the physical traces of these ancient societies, but also the living traditions of indigenous communities who carry their legacy forward. Protecting the Amazon isn't just about preserving the past, it's about safeguarding the future. It's about ensuring that the wisdom of these ancient peoples continues to inspire and guide us in the centuries to come. So, what can we do? The answer lies in action. Supporting conservation efforts, advocating for indigenous rights, and raising awareness about the Amazon's importance are all steps we can take to make a difference. By protecting the rainforest, we're not just preserving a piece of Earth's history, we're investing in a sustainable future for all of us. As we close this chapter, let's leave you with one final thought. What other secrets might the jungle hold, and what can we learn from them? The Amazon's story is far from over, and every discovery brings us closer to understanding the incredible resilience and creativity of humanity. The rainforest's ancient civilizations may have vanished, but their legacy lives on in the land, in the people, and in the lessons they've left behind. The question now is, how will we honor that legacy? The answer is up to us. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of the Amazon. If you found this exploration as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. Together, let's keep uncovering the stories that shape our world and the lessons that can shape our future.